What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we gotta get to working on the BMW. Let's go. Alright, so last video of the Duster, we kind of mentioned working on the BMW. So we got the N54 out. N55, sorry. This is 2012. So N55 is out. Still got to pull the transmission out and do something with this wiring harness. But it is almost ready to go. Now, if you look over here, N55, it's locked up. Couldn't even get the torque converter off. So went ahead, we pulled it, and the plan was that we were just gonna put rods and a crank in here because they're notorious about spinning rod bearings. Well, we pulled off 3 of the black ones, and it's still locked up. So I was like, what are we gonna do? Because if we just put another rod and piston or rod and crank in that thing, it's probably gonna do it again. So I had a bright idea. It's gonna cost about the same amount of money. We picked up an LS and a 4L80. Now it's gonna cost a little bit more because I decided to we're not using the stock wiring harness and computer and all that. This here is a Gen 3 5.3 4L80, and we're gonna retrofit it into the Beamer. So I just got all the wiring harness off. Up next, we need to pull the intake. Basically, what we're gonna try to do is get this thing cleaned up. Now, bought this from Austin Satterfield LLC on Facebook. Went up there, I think he charges $400, I believe, for a 5.3 Gen 3. But the 4L80 is expensive. That was $1,100. But it is a Jasper. It's been rebuilt. It's been gone through. Supposedly real good. And 5.3, he personally said he heard this one run and it sounded good, so went ahead and got this. So up next, we need to pull off the intake and go from there. Milwaukee ain't even struggling, bud. That one's already loose. That one's off. That one's off, and then the other side. Alright, so got them all loose. There's a hose here. Let's get that guy off. Looks like just a pair of pliers. All right, and I think that's it. So we should be able to just grab this guy and upsie daisies. Yeah. So, I mean, it don't look bad. It don't look bad. This engine's obviously being gone through. There's some valve cover gaskets, and I think those are stock intake gaskets. Yeah, so there we are. Not bad. And we need to really pop out this knock sensor because where we're going, we don't need that. Now, I don't think the truck intake was going to fit. That's I don't think it's going to fit. So we bought another intake. I'll show you everything we got. First off, we got some shorty headers. Think that's going to work just great. So we'll have to fab with the exhaust. I'm going to run the factory BMW exhaust. Just picked up a 4L80 yoke. Just going to basically put that yoke on that drive shaft. We'll measure it once we get it all in, get the mounts made. We'll measure it and take it to Wiles, have the drive shaft cut, whatever, and have that yoke put on it. Go inside. Shh, don't tell Ashley. Now, she's vacuuming in the back, so I'm sorry if you hear it. Kind of wanted to go cheap as we could with this car, just get it running. It's my son's. If it was mine, I would have turboed it, big cam, all that good stuff. But we're trying to get it as cheap as possible so we got more money to spend on the Duster because we got to hurry up and work on that thing. So, what we got? Amazon special spark plug wires. Those things are thick. And bud, this $120 low profile oil pan, cast aluminum. Thing is nice. 120 bucks. I yeah, we'll never go wrong with that thing. And then we picked up an Amazon special fabricated aluminum. It comes with rails and everything. That was $200. We paid $80 for a drive-by-wire throttle body. And obviously the BMW has a fuel pump in the tank, but it fed at high pressure, so it's only like I think 255 liters per hour. So we're gonna have to make a return style fuel system. So picked up like a $30 regulator. Hopefully it works. First, for the fuel system, I get everything from Evil Energy. I'm not sponsored by them. I just really like their stuff. They're on Amazon. They're the higher end of Amazon, but man, they sell really nice stuff. I'm not sponsored by them, but if you work there, I mean, we got like 5 cars that use y'all stuff. I can always use some fittings. Got 20 feet, 6 AN. That's all we'll ever need with that guy. Because basically it's got a hard line up to the front. So we're going to keep that hard line, adapt it over to a 6 AN, run these rails, and then run it back. So this should be all we need. And then, little odds and end things just to make everything work. All right, so might have a slight problem. Might have put the throttle body on backwards for our application. But I don't know if it's even going to fit with this guy. Well, I guess there's only one way to find out, I guess. Got Sir Oreo checking over to make sure, all the parts are good. They good, bud? Everything good? How's that guy look? Nope. He said it don't look good. So now we just take out these screws and these fresh aluminum threads. It's a great time. So we got the throttle body off. Here's a look inside this intake. Not too shabby. The little Chinese kid that was up there welding them. I mean, we might have to talk about that a little bit. I mean, it's how's it look down there? So all we gotta do is flip that guy, and hopefully it fits. So now throttle body clears. New problem, which we ran into this on Brian's truck. If you go back several videos ago, putting his truck together, his didn't fit, and I don't remember exactly what we did to make it fit. Now this is all with truck spacing. This obviously came from a truck. So what I might do is put the crossover in the back, let the feed come up here and regulate here, and then return. That's what I might do. Not entirely sure just yet. Let's go ahead and pop off this the crossover line and see where we go from there. So it fits. Everything is in there. That guy touching a little bit. It's not even sit down. So we're probably gonna have to get a new one of those, more of like a 90, and kind of pop it out the side. Either that, or I might heat this up, this aluminum. I might try to heat it up and bend it. And if that don't work, then we'll have to get a new one. I know they sell the 90s, so short 90, bow. But I'm gonna try to bend it first. But I mean, that looks like it's gonna have. It'll be sitting there. It'll be a tight 90, but I think we can make that work. I think I got a 180 in there that'll work with it. If not, I'm pretty sure we can pop off this cover, and that'll gain us a little bit more space. It don't need that cover. Like, it don't have to have it to run. So let me try to bend that first, and we'll go from there. All right, so we're gonna hit this thing with some MAP gas, and try to get it hot and bend it the way we need it. So hopefully this works. There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Alright, so propane didn't work. But let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. It fits. Now, that's I mean, that's a good little ways. Also picked up the gangster oil cap because we didn't have one. And I also broke 2 coils whenever I strapped it down to carry it back. So, yay. I guess we're going to go ahead and get one of those ordered. Is it more 90? I think the car, if I can get a 90 and it come out this way, that would actually be better than if it came out this way. And I think we'll be good. And looks like they cut the hose off, but they cut it a little. I think it'll still that'll still seal because they didn't get the lip. So I guess we'll work on getting one of those. Everything else is clearing by a mile. That's good. We can't bolt down the intake right now anyway. We need to get this thing pressure washed. So I think we're gonna call it right there. No, there's not a lot that went on into this video, but it's a little update. And just know that we are actively LS swapping. Our first LS swap on the channel. We're growing up. We're getting so big so fast. Next video, hopefully we'll get this in. And we'll start working on our mounts to get that guy in there. I'm hoping to get this done, relatively soon. Hopefully running and driving within the next, month or so. So, thank you guys for watching. See you next one. Peace.
A few moments later.
Somebody